just thought of opening a company. And this company is Galina Agencies. And that's where my journey started. So from employment, I jumped on to cleaning services. I used to carry my children in my car.
I remember that.
I used to carry them around. I had like 2 children at the time I was starting. So I used to carry them in the car. So we go clean carpets and chairs in homes.
Welcome to another episode of SOQ Conversations. My name is Elikaris. I am elated about today's episode. It is a mother-daughter duo edition, and it entails motherhood experiences, family, business-driven women, and more. My guests today are Mrs. Judy Ngene and Judy Ngene, founder and CEO of Galina Agencies. Welcome. I am humbled to have you both on SOQ Conversations. Thanks for honoring our invitation, and we've been talking about this like Judy and I for a long time.
Yeah.
Mommy, we just gave her a call and she was like, I'm game. Thank you so much for coming. The first time I met Judy and Madam Judy Ngene was in 2018.
2018, yes.
Cape Wine Festival.
Yeah.
And this was me admiring these 2 beautiful women from afar and thinking, oh, beautiful sisters. And I get close and turned out to be mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think the second time was just the next day. I still have a picture of that, the 3 of us.
Yes.
Holding our glasses, enjoying all the fabulous wine in Cape Town.
Exactly.
And it's a pleasure having you. Honestly, this means a lot from 2018 till now, and it feels like family.
Yeah. Family.
Your family already.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. First of all, tell us about Galina Agencies and the incredible women leading this empire.
Now, I was once employed. I worked in the company Corporate Insurance, and I started my journey as a typist. I went to the secretary position up to the personal assistant for the board of directors for the company. And at that point, I think I got to the ceiling. I couldn't go anywhere, so I just thought of opening a company. And this company is Galina Agencies, and that's where my journey started. So from employment, I jumped on to cleaning services. I used to carry my children in my car.
I remember that.
I used to carry them around. I had like 2 children at the time I was starting. So I used to carry them in the car. So we go clean carpets and chairs in homes. And I also started going to Dubai to buy a few things, come and sell in the office. And then I think that was my exit point. So that's how the company was started.
Judy just said, I remember that. Were you helping at that time though?
We were just playing. I remember looking around like some big houses. It was a big house.
In Pagani.
And we were so excited. To me, it just sounds like one day.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there were many.
There were many Saturdays. I used to do that on a Saturday because I was not working on a Saturday. So I took that time off to go and start my small humble business.
Well, from a typist to a founder now, and there's many more to come. We are not done yet.
We are not done. I don't think so.
I love that. How many years has it been for since Galina started?
I actually registered the company in 1994 when I was still working. So it's been many years.
Wow. And founder, and now she's CEO.
Yeah.
We're going to get into how you came to be a CEO. I want to find out from you, as a mompreneur, people say, raising 4 amazing children and establishing a company. Mm-hmm. How would you describe your motherhood journey?
Just like any motherhood, I think it's tough, especially when you're trying to divide your time between work, children, not to mention the husband, the home. It's quite a bit of a chunk of work, but it's doable.
You said it's doable, and for Judy and I, we are still taking notes. Mm-hmm. But what are the tips to share on how you are successfully managing the home and business?
Basically, I'll just term it in one word: commitment.
Commitment, which I know most people do not have that kind of energy.
Yeah, commitment and consistency, basically.
And
Those are the two.
Yeah.
Judy, you are now a mother. So far, what has surprised you most about being a parent?
I think you're just never ready. You learn on the job. So I feel like sometimes I read a lot. I had books, I was online, I had apps, the Motherhood apps we have now. And wow, like you still don't know anything. So you now learn, the baby is your app, you know what I mean? It's different, but as she said, it's doable. Yeah.
I like that kind of commitment.
She's passed
to you.
Yeah.
Apart from the commitment that you've learned from mom, what else have you learned from her in parenting style?
Yeah, I'd say balancing actually all your aspects of life is important. So you balance as a wife, as a mother, as a CEO of a company, and also your social life. You have friends out there, and you also still want to keep a good relationship with your friends. So I think it's all about balancing.
Mother-daughter relationships can sometimes be multifaceted. And also when it comes to women, there's a lot of emotions to deal with. You both happen to be in the same space often.
Yeah.
So what do you constantly do to strengthen your relationship?
I think we get to talk a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
We talk like 5 or 6 times in a day, depending on the situation.
Even more actually.
Yeah.
And definitely almost every day. I feel like maybe if we don't talk, it's even so weird. We're like, are you okay? Is everything fine? Because we're so used to talking all the time. Yeah, and we're also friends. We are good friends.
Very
We
good
share a
friends.
lot, even personal stuff. So that makes it even easier to work together. Another thing I'd say is that we have different personalities. And we gel because of that. My weaknesses are her strengths and vice versa. So we're able to, where I can't do something, she's able to do that. So I think it helps. If we had the same personality, maybe then we would have been having a bit of,
Would not even be
clashing
telling
and
the
whatnot.
truth as it is, but this is it.
Yeah, so our different personalities just mesh together perfectly.
Back to Galina Agencies, it's a very well-known brand. What are you doing on that global level? I know, I want my viewers to also know.
Yeah, okay. We met actually at Cape Wine in South Africa, and it's one of the biggest wine fairs where we meet different wine producers, winemakers from South Africa. So we attend similar events in Germany. The event is Pro Wine, and we get to meet now all the producers and winemakers and anyone in the wine industry around the world. So this is where we get to meet different winemakers, wine producers that we would like to work with. We have brands, as you can see here. These are just a few of them. But in total, we have about 23 different wines from different wineries, yeah? So of course, maybe one winery can have, say, 3 to 4 different wines. That's how it comes to the 23. We have very strong relationships with different wineries around the world. And we're going on as we add on to our portfolio, because our goal is to have wines actually from all the regions, including the lesser known ones. So yeah, we will have wines from all over the world.
Your brand has contributed immensely to the wine industry. In Kenya, what more is to be done to project what Kenya also has to offer to other parts of the world, and challenges to talk about?
Yeah, so you mentioned challenges, and it's something we actually go through a lot as wine importers. So the main issue I'd say is the taxes in Kenya. The taxes are very high, and they keep being added every year, even sometimes after a few months, like twice a year. And it's quite unfortunate because some of these wines are actually quite affordable from the point of origin. And once they get to Kenya, they're actually almost times 6 of the original price. So of course, that people won't have the buying power to afford wines as they should be, which is, it's something that we're also trying to see how to maybe have a conversation with the government and see how they can also help us in that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 times.
6 times, yeah.
As Galina Agencies in future looking at, producing your own products?
So as Galina, we are introducing our own label. We're working in conjunction with the winery in South Africa because they are the ones who know, of course, more than us in Kenya. So we will have something by Galina and for the Kenyan market. Hopefully with time we'll be able to introduce it to maybe countries around around us.
We've touched on some challenges in the wine industry. I want to find out from you, as women in a male-dominated industry, what have been some of the difficulties that both of you have overcome together over the years?
Yeah, I feel like one of our big hurdles, or as women in the society, people tend to look at us that like we can't do what the men are doing. So we have some competition here and there. Be like, oh, the women, I don't know whether they'll be able to do this, and we prove them wrong every single time. This is actually in terms of listings. And I'd say we have listed in all the major supermarkets here in Kenya, which is a big win for us. And as you say, yes, it's male dominated, so most importers are men. And sometimes when they go to list, they're dealing with men on the other side, and you go there as a woman and they're like, yeah, okay, are you really up to task? How long have you been in business? We've never heard of your company. But slowly, we're going, proving them wrong.
Women power.
I love that.
Women power.
I love that. And also, as you travel, you've seen other women take on or pursue this career. So how does it make you feel? Despite the challenges women are taking on.
It makes us, actually it feels good.
It feels very good.
Women out there doing big things. There's a company we had partnered with in South Africa called Women in Wine. And they actually have brought together all the women in the wine industry in South Africa. So that's winemakers, wine producers, basically even the farmers. Yeah, everyone in the industry.
And the workers are actually women who till the land.
Yeah, so they come together, they have their own wine, which they also export. And when you see that, you're like, you know what, it's possible. And actually, that's the reason we partnered with them. Sometime years ago, they came to Kenya and we had a wine tasting for women actually in one of our premises earlier. So it was good. And we also want to continue working with women. As you said, women power, women empowerment. We're all for that.
I absolutely love that. Judy, back to you. How did it start with Galina Agencies? Was this always your plan to be in the wine industry?
Actually, no. Yeah, so I was in journalism, and then after some time, I did my master's in international business. And then while I was there, of course, Mom was importing a brand of wine from South Africa at the time. And
small quantities.
Yeah, so, and I'd be like, oh, let me try. And at least I had a few friends who owned a restaurant. So actually I told her, let me try and sell some wines and make some commission. Of course, she was that good. She was giving us commission for that. So I went and I sold these wines and they moved really well. I was so excited and I was like, okay, what next? What else can we do? So when I was done with my master's, actually around 2017, by then I already started working with her bit by bit. So we started working together, and one day she was like, I think you should be the CEO. And I was like, really? Yeah, and here we are now. And with that, when we started working together, at least we were able to now expand and introduce many more wines. You see, at least that time she had one, she said, and now we're working to up to 11 different wineries around the world.
What was the initial plan for you?
My initial plan, well,
like to be a journalist.
To be a journalist, actually, yeah, that was the plan. I did a bit of that, and then slowly started getting into business. As we said, Galina has also other arms of it, which is procurement and supplies to mostly government agencies. And I started doing that as well. So after school, when we started getting to that business, then now we opted to the wine. So I would definitely always be in business for sure.
Do you ever get criticized by people when it comes to your choice of career, especially because it's a family business and that you could have chosen to be a journalist?
Well, no, not really. I haven't come across that yet. But if anyone wants to do that, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You've also witnessed your mom's tremendous work over the years. Are you sometimes pressured to perform well or even do better?
Definitely, yes. There's some very big shoes to fill. As you know, she's done a lot of work over the years. And as we go into the field to list out there, most of the people actually know her. They always ask, are you Jane's daughter? Oh, wow, you know. So you get a lot of pressure to be like, okay, I want to do better. She's a very good role model, and I aspire to be her when I grow up. So yeah, she does amazing at guiding me and leading me through this business.
What were your sentiments when you finally offered her the CEO position? After she proved herself, what was the feeling like?
the feeling was very good because she actually came into the business. I actually didn't bring her in, she brought herself. And that actually gave me some challenge. And at her age, I don't know whether I would have done what she's able to do right now. So I'm really proud of her.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
She's done really well.
Because I have a good mentor, so obviously.
And you are learning from the best.
I'm learning
like
from
you
the
said
best.
earlier.
Yeah. So,
And you are so proud of all the work she's doing across the globe. Now, with her motherhood experiences, what are you the most proud of?
What I think is that she's doing it right. She's taking care of the daughter and the husband and the work and everything else that she's been given, all the responsibilities. I think she's doing a good job. And as she says, if I'm that good mentor, then she's doing it right. In fact, better than I am.
thanks. So I'm doing it right, motherhood.
Yes.
That's good.
How would you describe your motherhood journey so far?
Yeah, so far so good. I love it. I love like no other. Of course, going home after a tough day or a long day to my daughter, the first thing she does is run towards the door. That feels so good. And I feel like it's something that you wouldn't ever experience. I don't know, it's something, I can't even describe it. But it's beautiful. I love the journey. I love being a mom. I love being a wife. So it's good. It makes my life complete. Yeah.
And you are juggling between all that so perfect. Thanks to your mentor.
Thank you. I'm trying. Yeah.
Balance.
Is the key word.
So admiring. Now it is time for SOQ Fun. This is where I ask you random questions because I want to know the other side. Apart from being mothers, businesswomen, what else? What else is there? Judy first. What is the most ridiculous thing you've ever done without mom knowing?
I'm going to get in trouble.
I want to get you in trouble.
Can I answer that for her?
Oh yeah, already that.
You knew?
Yes.
Please share some that you know of that she doesn't think.
I didn't know you knew that. I thought we were doing
At
that.
night, when we are asleep, supposedly asleep.
You used to know that. You know, I was going to throw my siblings under the bus. I'm like, everything I did with them.
You should knew all these years. Oh my god. You never asked her about
But it's normal. No. No. I just went with the flow.
But then it's the first time I've had that.
I went with the
Actually,
flow. I went with the flow. Like nothing happened.
Oh, well, then there's nothing I've ever done that she doesn't know.
You went with the flow because that was also your experience with your mother.
No,
Judy's own was.
No. That
was so new.
That was hers. It
I doubt that. Yeah, I doubt that.
I guess you're lucky though.
That's
But
interesting.
I know you have something to say. What else do you think, Mom? She's already disclosed what, but what else do you think? Oh, this one never. She doesn't know about it. This is the moment.
No, I don't even have trust in myself. I feel like she knows everything. You know, she says moms know everything. Now I believe her. I really don't know. Well, I think speaking out would have been the one I'd have mentioned. Is there anything else? If there's anything else, it's PG-rated, so
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Now to Mom. I know you've traveled a lot, and if there is anywhere else in the world you would like to travel to with Judy, where would that be, and what would you be spending your time doing?
I'd like to go with her to America, Florida, Miami for the Meridian cruise. Yes, doing our thing. Wine,
Doing our thing.
Spa.
Wine,
And all that.
spa, just relaxing, sleeping.
Not
Yeah,
thinking about work.
not thinking about work.
Doing us.
Doing you. And wine always completes the plan.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's our business.
To my last question, what advice do you have for parents in regards to raising kids and also encouraging them to pursue their dreams?
Of course, you can't choose a career for your child. It is good to just embrace them with what they want to do in their lives. But at the same time, I think it's, especially for business, family businesses, I think it's good to show your children what you're doing, such that if there's any of them that wants to join you, you just encourage them. And like we did, we just give them a job. if they don't have one.
So
But
nice.
if they don't want one, they want that one.
That's the one they want.
Like she wants
Like
this
she
one.
wanted
that
that one. She came for it.
And she worked hard for it.
Yes, she has. Absolutely.
No. And to you, Judy, you touched on balance earlier. What is your advice to female entrepreneurs out there? How to, the juggling between being a career woman and also family?
Yeah. So I feel like as a woman, you are kind of taught, or you kind of have to get into balancing, as we mentioned, because you have different aspects of your life that are equally important. So maybe you're a wife, you're a mother, you're an entrepreneur, as we spoke, you have friends. So what I would advise female entrepreneurs is to just be able to give each of those aspects of your life equal time and equal energy. Because if you're too much into work, then now you lose the others. So you have to find a way to just keep it together and just keep going. Give time to everyone and be good to everyone you come across.
So, Judy, where can we find Galina?
So on Instagram as at Galina Kenya Ltd, Facebook the same handle at Galina Kenya Ltd, and our website is www.galina-africa.co.ke.
Thank you so much for your time, Mrs. Jane Ngene. Judy Ngene. I always want to use your. you are now Mrs.
Gisharu.
Gisharo.
Yeah,
she said
Gisharu.
Mrs. Gisharo. Thank you so much. Honestly, I must say that you are one of the few standout mother-daughter relationships that I am fortunate to witness. And also, I admire the way that, as a family, you cherish what you have and what you keep building. Thank you so much for all the insights shared today on the right tools, all the ways that mompreneurs really need to succeed. Asante sana for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And don't forget to share, comment, subscribe to this channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend, about all these insightful conversations that we have on SOQ Conversations. My name is Elikaris. Thank you for watching. Mwah!